wanting to start a plastic-free brand, you would probably start with a mission statement, right? That would make sense. In our case, that's not actually how we started. We started not with a mission statement, but with a feeling, with trying to create something richer, more intentional, and more human. And that's often where real change begins, not with a mission statement, but with curiosity. When my co-founder, Kate, first started making Body Stone lotion bars in her kitchen, she wasn't trying to create a sustainable brand. She was trying to create something beautiful for herself and something deeply nourishing for her skin. When it came time to look for packaging for her solid lotion creations, she didn't reach for plastic. In fact, she never even considered it. Plastic felt cold, disposable, the opposite of the luxurious experience she was trying to create. Instead, she gravitated towards a bamboo spice canister that she found in her kitchen. It felt warm, tactile, really alive in her hands in a way that felt really different. And she knew from using it in her kitchen that it was reusable and refillable. That one small choice, driven not by what's going to solve a problem, what's going to sell, but driven by what really feels good in your hands, became the foundation of our plastic-free brand. Sometimes following your instincts is the first act of sustainability. And that instinct, that sustainability should feel good, not guilt-driven, is at the heart of what we've learned as a brand. Creating something plastic-free shouldn't be about giving things up. It should be about designing an experience that people fall in love with. When you can create something that feels good, that people look forward to, they're just naturally going to come back to it again and again. The ritual becomes the change. Now, our packaging works because our products are waterless and solid. And this is something interesting that I didn't know before working with Kate. Most lotions and creams are 80 to 90% water. And this is part of the problem. The beauty industry is bottling and shipping water back and forth across the country and using plastic to do it. This is one of the reasons why the beauty industry produces over 120 billion units of plastic packaging annually, the majority of it single use. When you take out the water, everything changes. There's no need for a plastic bottle, no need for pumps, no preservatives that are there to keep the water stable, and it's also lower carbon footprint. So this is the mindset shift the beauty industry needs to make. Innovating the formula in order to innovate the packaging, not just thinking about swapping out the plastic packaging alone. And in that process, we can create more beautiful products and experiences. Now, making something beautiful is one thing. Keeping it beautiful as you grow, this is really, really hard. I'll be honest, our lotion bars, they melt. And in the summer, they really, really melt. And as everyone knows, the summers are getting hotter and hotter. The trade-offs during these summers are extremely hard. If you add packaging, you compromise what you stand for. If you change the formula, you risk losing the melt-on moisture that our customers love. Retailers, they want consistency and they are not always patient. And this is the paradox of being plastic-free. The very beauty that draws customers in, that makes retailers excited to work with you, become the very things that make it hard to scale. But we are not backing down from these challenges. And in fact, these challenges have forced us to innovate in ways that we never thought possible. We may have stumbled into being a plastic-free brand, but we are doubling down on being plastic-free. Once you go plastic-free, you can't go back. So today, we use predictive algorithms to see what the temperatures are going to be on shipping routes. We use corn-based dissolvable liners to insulate our packages to make sure that they arrive to customers not in a melted state. And we partner with the leading material suppliers to help create the next generation of plastic-free packaging solutions. Everyone who works in plastic-free or who is trying to solve this problem is going to face their own version of these trade-offs. The key is not to freak out and panic when things melt or when things go wrong. The key is to use these tensions to spark imagination and just come up with different ways of doing things. To solve plastic pollution, we can't always just swap plastic for something else. We need to reimagine experiences end to end. Instead of asking what replaces the plastic, we should instead ask what replaces the bottle. If we can reimagine the things that we use every day, we can then reimagine the systems behind them, and we can reshape the future that we want to create. So if you want to start a plastic-free brand, start with what's beautiful. Follow what feels good in your hands. And stay curious when the challenges come up, because they will. Because beauty, when pursued with curiosity and intention, it can lead us to a future where taking care of our bodies and ourselves and taking care of the planet are one and the same.